Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो हमारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we sing, that time, where is our attention? Whether our singing is a performance or devotion. You must have seen the professional singers. Recently in Mumbai, I had to attend some function wherein we have released Bhagavad Gita. Very huge affair. So, that Bhagavad Gita is this size with extraordinary paper and great paintings, everything. This big and this thick, 3 volumes. 666. It's a big one. And for that function, in addition to us, the famous singer was invited. You know his name, Anup Jalota. And then his singing starts. So, unless you appreciate him, he will not leave you. So then he'll start. Meri chunari, ri, 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 ri. And when the people clap, now it is better. Now, understand. When we are singing bhajan kirtan, that time, if we are too much focused on the audience, how they are appreciating, it is a performance. And performance will give you bhog. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Veena Vadana Saundaryam Bhuktaye Natu Muktaye. Enjoy, nothing wrong in that. But if we are taking that as a spiritual practice, then we are going the wrong way. Then the second thing, if we are having this thing, and if you see the great singers, like for example, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, so when they are singing various raga, in that, what are the words? We can't catch them. Because they are lost only in the sur. And when the sur happens perfectly well, when a sa hits the right place, then immediately the audience, I have gone through that experience, therefore I am telling you. In some big function, I was one of the audience and very nice classical program. And the person who was sitting next to me, whenever something perfect happens, he used to hit my thigh. क्या बात है? Once, twice, thrice. So I told him, IDK. क्या बात है? So where is the attention? Attention is on the swara. So the first attention was on the audience. Second attention is on the swara. See? And then the third step. When the words are chanted, like he chanted so nicely, Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari. If the attention is on the meaning of the word, it has got a different fragrance. And when this ends up in dissolving yourself, like Mirabai never had performance on the stage. She did not sing for the audience. She sang for the Lord. So for whom are we chanting? And therefore, this is one part. The second part is chanting the mantras. So many mantras. For example, Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. What have you understood? See? So when the words are uttered and the meaning is not experienced, it is something like a Chinese girl coming and telling me something, ping pong, tum tum, dum dum. So I just keep quiet. See? There is one Chinese girl, whenever I go, she definitely attends all my lectures. And her name is Ting Ting. So, those words which do not carry meaning for us, they become noise. Like while talking, suppose in between I say, and therefore, my friend, what you will say? What happened to him? Because the words are coming, but no meaning. Exactly the same way. When we are chanting the mantras, we have to understand some basic things. First, like we take what you call here paracetamol, Panadol, or whatever it is. So, when you take that medicine, we do not know how it works, but it works. This is called as Dravya Guna, the quality associated with that object, Dravya Guna. But if we know more details about it, then before we take any medicine, we will be careful about it. Unless you are the victim of a WhatsApp university. See? All these WhatsApp people, they can tell anything to anybody with such a confidence. Your back pain gone in 2 minutes. See? Therefore, when you chant the mantras like this, Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor mukshiyamamritat. The Dravya Guna, the impact of these words will have effect on us. It is not wastage. These mantras are not created by some Tom, Dick, and Harry. Because when the mantras were created, there was no Tom, Dick, and Harry. How can they create? Simple. So, if we understand the meaning of this mantra, then we will be able to experience and we can practice that. Mantra is mantranat mantra. Mantra is an advice how to lead our life. What is the foundation? What is the knowledge on the basis of which we have to work? So, mantrana. Mantrana means the advice, like mantri, pradhan mantri. So, therefore, we have to know the meaning. Now, what is the meaning of this mantra? Meaning is that if you chant it for 108 times, you will have good fortune. That is not the meaning. That is only giving some lollipop for you to keep yourself busy. You know why these mantras are given by the Mahatmas? They say, mantrana trayate. When you take some mantra, that mantra protects you. Now the question is, mantra protects you from whom? So the mantra is given by the guru to the disciple. Now the mantra protects. So the guru is protected from the disciple and the disciple is protected from the guru. See? So there was one lady in Bihar in some school. After my talk was over, she said, Swamiji, I have some personal question. When I was child and some Mahatma came in our village and we were a huge crowd of the whole village and we were standing in the queue and he will give some mantra in our ears. But I don't understand because I was hardly 10, 12 years old. And my attention was on his beard and weird things. So what he told, I never understood. And thereafter, the mantra was done and everybody see you have got a mantra, you are lucky, etc., etc. But I never understood. And I am doing that, but nothing happened. I think that mantra is not powerful. Somebody give me some powerful mantra. I said, repeat after me. Dum dadaka, dum dadaka, dum dadaka. Mantra becomes powerful if that has direct impact on your knowledge, understanding. Then that mantra becomes more effective. Therefore, this mantra, if we chant Om Trambakam Yajam, it will have its impact, no doubt. What is the impact? That you will be kept busy. In old age, the biggest problem is for the people living with the old man. Because he is free. He has nothing to do, nowhere to go. Then, खाने के लिए क्या है? What is there for breakfast? What is there for lunch? And therefore, it is said that if you are able to take up this as upasana, upasana is you are imposing self-discipline on yourself. So, you get up early morning and then finish your morning ABCD and keep, for example, the same mantra. You take a vow that every day I had to chant this mantra so many times. So, you are busy. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. And slowly. More than how many times we have chanted, what is important is how much time we have spent with the mantra. Normally, what we do, we are interested only in the number of times we have chanted. And as a result, what happens? We get tired. See? Om Brahmakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Yobandhanat Mrityaramukshya Amritat Om Brahmakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Yobandhanam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Brahmakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. I have done this. Therefore, I am telling you. I did this thing with Gayatri Mantra. When we were told, chant Gayatri Mantra by Kharivani for 11 times when you do your Sandhya Vandanam. A good disciple is the one who doesn't listen to Guru. I am that. So I became smart. Why only 11 times? I will chant 108 times. And why loudly? I don't want to show to anybody. I will do it in my mind. And then sorry. Now, mind is running and here and there, and beads are moving, and the tongue is slowly, slowly moving inside, wagging. This is not the mantra chanting. See? This I did for almost 6 years, 6 months. One day it clicked me. Hey, come on. Am I cheating somebody or what? Then that day I stopped. And then listen to what the Guru told. Chant loudly, not with the mic. Chant loudly and fix the time for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes, whatever you have at your disposal. And during that time, chant slowly because now you have no concern about your number of times you chant. So suppose you have fixed, but don't fix half a minute. Fix 5 minutes, at least 10 minutes, and slowly start chanting. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. The purpose of chanting the mantras is like when we are driving a car and the road is empty and straight and the climate is very hot and you are driving and slowly, slowly you end up in the Shambhavi Mudra. Then somebody has to come and awaken us. So what they do? They have got speed breakers on the road, rampant strip, or even on the side. When your car goes little bit this way, and then exactly the same way. Our japa is going, all dunya bhar ke thoughts keep on going. Therefore, chanting the Lord's name is like the speed breakers. Because worldly themes, any theme you take, worldly theme, whether money, relations, possessions, health, it will create, it will keep on breeding the thoughts. This point, please understand it clearly. One thought breeds the next thought. I had to go to the Divya's house for a lecture. But they say it's very traffic is jam. Then what should I do? And suppose I go late there, then whom will I blame? I had to find out somebody to blame. One after another. Therefore, any theme you take about this world, anything. So people are coming, I have to keep my son properly, he doesn't listen to me. How to keep his mouth shut? I think I should give him a bottle of milk and put something in that so that he sleeps. One thought is breeding the next thought. My friends, we are never disturbed because of thoughts. We are disturbed because of the flow of thoughts. This point perfectly you should digest. Now, why this thought flow happens? Because the theme is finite. Whatever is finite, it will be creating a flow. So take the theme which is infinite. Now to begin with, the infinite theme is Bhagavan, God. So take the Lord's name, any name you take. So we have taken this mantra. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Purvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiya Mamratat. Now here, the theme being infinite, after that, next thought will not be required to be born. It's complete in itself. And when we feel, again, some thought is likely to come, then again fire. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Purvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiya Mamritata. By proper, sincere practice, the gap between two mantras will start widening. And one day it will click to you. Sounds are finite, silence is infinite. Then keep the theme silence as your spiritual practice. See, but the sounds are coming from outside. What can we do? How can you stop hearing the sounds? How can I keep this silence as the practice? Write down a board outside. Silence, suffering silently inside. See, friends. So, making silence as the object of experience, what is meant is no sound should disturb us. The sounds are produced from two sources: outer world, which is not under our control. Kids will make noise, they will shout, they'll cry. We have no control over it. Then we make sound in our mind. Keep on talking to ourselves. Non-stop. Now, external sounds, when they come to us, we have no control over it. But when we talk to ourselves, we are responsible. So if we want to understand this principle, that when you are chanting the Lord's name or any mantra, slowly, slowly, your mind will start becoming quiet. But do not enter sleep. We enter sleep when the chanting is done mechanically. Watch this thing. I have seen this. Because it is done mechanically. But when you are chanting, as we told you, slowly, we are not interested in the number of times we chant, but how much time we spend on that. That is important. And slowly, we will one day recognize that the thought flow has to be arrested. And for that, chanting the mantras is a speed breaker. And slowly, we will recognize the silence is the substratum supporting the sounds. And that silence is infinite. Sounds are created, remain for some time, disappear after some time. Silence is not created, it's always the same. So, now we are focusing on the silence. So, about the outer world, we have no control. So, you decide whether you want to react to what is happening or you don't want to react. Therefore, देखो सुनो मत बोलो. No comments. And second thing, inside, don't talk to yourself. Friends, when we bring our mind to this state which you are in now, we have not done anything. This thought free experience will open up the hidden wisdom in us. And then these mantras, like Om Trambakam Yajamahe, then the meaning of this mantra will be revealed to us. Now, what is the meaning of that mantra? Be very attentive. Om, when we say, we are collecting our mind, and the mind is entering the thought free zone. See? But then that Om should not be chanted in a hurry. Om, 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 Om. No. It is said, Dirgham Pranamam Ucharya Manorajyam Viliyate. when you chant Om Dirgham, Om, this state of our mind is now ready to experience the meaning of this mantra. So, Trambakam Yajamahe, I invoke the one who is having three eyes, three Ambakam eyes, vision. So, if we are exposed to the contemplative understanding, you will have a different meaning. And if we are having the same mechanical thing going on, Trambakam, Lord Shiva, that Shiva is you. So who is the Trambakam Yajamahe? The one whose one eye is the waking experience, the second eye is the dream experience, the third eye is the deep sleep experience. So that I invoke. Trambakam Yajamahe. These mantras should not make us extrovert. Initially it is required. Like when the kids are there, they have to be taught number, sum, then we require some kind of chocolates or beads and then they play is required. But we can't afford to remain in KG1, KG2 throughout life. We have to grow. We grow only physically, mentally, baby. Therefore, so now we invoke by this mantra, Trambakam Yajamahe, Mattaha Smriti Jnanam Apohanancha, Vedaisya Sarvai, Aham Eva Vedyaha. Sarvaihi Vedaihi Aham Eva Vedya. Therefore, Trambakam Yajamahe, I invoke the truth. Be attentive. Who is telling this thing? The husband is telling to himself, I am basically a man, by accident a husband. When accident happens, you get hurt, get treatment done. Friends, life is so simple. There is nothing more simpler than spiritual practice. But instead of the spiritual practice, we get lost in the religious practices. Don't take food, keep walking for no reason. कुरुते गंगा सागर गमनम व्रत परिपालन अथवा दानम करते रहो. तो त्र्यंबकम यजामहे. Now we are becoming aware of our being. The one who is doing sadhana is the husband. And what is his sadhana? That basically I am a man. In the same manner, whosoever I may consider myself to be, that aham brahmasmi. Now who is telling this thing? Whosoever it may be, how does it matter? Continue. Trambakam yajamahe. I invoke the substratum which is supporting all the three experiences. And for that, I require God's blessings. Who will give the blessing? He himself will give the blessing. The one to whom we are invoking, He is the source of all the blessings. Therefore, Trambakam Yaya Sugandhim. Su means sushtu, right, good, best. Gam is gati. Gati is the destination. Dhi is buddhi. Sugandhim. Oh Lord, please bless me that I focus my life on you. Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. And if I do this, then Pushtivardhanam, I know by my efforts alone, everything cannot happen. Oh Lord, I want your support. It is not the Sukha karta hu, Gilla karta hu. It is not the dry Vedanta. See? Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. And what is the strength? Inner strength is faith, Shraddha, and patience. You know our Shirdi Sai Baba, two words, Shraddha and Saburi. Shraddha is inner strength, and Saburi is patience. That our inner strength will be increased. Then I can, I shall, I must, I will. Friends, this is not desire. Desire is different from the ambition. Desire makes us enslaved and a source of miseries. Ambition is something which brings out the best in us. You are inspired. If the seeker of truth is inspired, his life is different. If the seeker of truth is all the time begging, the most miserable thing in the world is God. All the time, useless. So, Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam, a seeker of truth, he will have absolutely no doubt in his mind that the Lord is taking care of. We doubt him. Instead of that, trust him. See the change that comes in life. Satya. Pushtivardhanam, inner strength is invoked. Because Nayamatma Balahinena Labhyaha. The truth is not for the weaklings. And the inner strength is different than the external strength. Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. Then, what is the prayer further? Urvarukam Iva. Urvaruka is the cucumber or any fruit which is on the creepers like pumpkin, kaddu, whatever you call. They are ripened, but they don't detach from the plant. We have to go and cut them. They are not detached. Urvarukam Iva. O Lord, make me like the Urvaruka, the cucumber, that I continue to live in this world as required, but I should not cut my association with you, O Lord. Urvarukamiva. Bandhanat. So what is the bondage? Bondage is, oh, this world is useless. I want to go somewhere and do meditation in Himalayas. And after going there, start a shop, Ganesh Pan Bidi shop. Spiritual. Therefore, urvarukamiyo bandhanat. Meaning what? The cucumber is attached to the plant and yet it is detached. Exactly the same way. We conduct the business of our life as required, but we are no more attached to the world because we are attached to the highest. Meaning what? Thereafter, the divine will function through us. Urvarukamiyo bandhanat mrutyor mokshiya. Please liberate me from death. You know, the best part to understand this is death is an illusion. There is one text in Mahabharata, Sanat Sujatiya. There, this thought comes very deep way. Nobody dies. This principle very distinctly I caught up. I went to somebody's house and they had one son, very smart. And he says, Swamiji, come to my room. I want to show you something. I said, all right. I went there. These plastic blocks, whatever you call, out of that he has made many things in his room. House, garden, train, and trees, everything. He said, Swamiji, I made this thing. I said, what is there to see? You are not going to give me anything. Why should I see that? It is something like, show nice rasgulla, but don't eat. No, you can take whatever you want. I said, very good. See, I don't have a house. So I want to take the house. So when I went to, he said, Swamiji, wait, don't be in a hurry. All right. Then I will take out my plastic blocks, then you take the house. So where is that house? See, it is an assembly of parts. Is it not ourselves? कहीं की ईट कहीं का रोड़ा भानुमति ने कुनमा जोड़ा. Brahmaji learned how to create from the bhaiyas selling bhel puri in Chowpatty, Mumbai. They take the newspaper, old one, make a cone. And in that cone, they will be adding 4 or 5 things. After everything is added, then organic salt. Straight away, organic salt. Give. Exactly the same way. Tasmad Atmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha, first space. And then in the space, 4 elements are added. And then Brahmaji pushed life into that. And the body is created. When the body dies means what? First of all, the heat goes away, air goes away, water starts leaking, goes away, the element earth goes back to earth, and the space which was occupied by that body is released. Who died? Therefore, death is an illusion. I received one WhatsApp before coming here, and she is a doctor by profession. And she says, Swamiji, I was listening to your talk that like we go from one room to another room, in the same manner, we leave one body, go to another body. Where is the death? And when I was listening to that, I was reminded of one of my patients. Very smart um, boy or a middle-aged person, and early he was not well, and then everything was becoming all right. Then he got the cancer of the pancreas. So he was coming with his mother, and mother as usual crying and all that. That time I have heard him telling his mother, "Mummy, I am changing the house." Where I had to go? I changed the house. Whichever way you think. When the body disintegrates, nothing is lost. We consider ourselves to be the soul. So earlier we are in another body, left that body, came in this body. We leave this body, go another body. When did we die? See? Like before coming to Melbourne, I was in Sydney. Before that, I was in Kuala Lumpur. Before that, I was in Mumbai. Before that, I was in London. I left London. London did for me. I am the same. Then Mumbai I left. Mumbai did for me. I am the same. Where did I die? Mrityor Mukshiya. Come to recognize this, that we all suffer never because of death. We suffer because of the fear of death. And the same question, what happens after death? When you are alive, nothing happened. Nothing will happen after death. See, neither you will suffer nor others will suffer. Mrityor Mukshiya Mamritan. So this prayer is this only. While we are living in this world dynamically, we are, whether we want or we don't want, we are one with the divine. He has not forsaken us. We have forsaken him. And therefore we suffer. Pratyor Mokshiya. Let this fear of death disappear from our head. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says the same thing. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhirastatra namuyati. Our childhood body, where it has gone, childhood body died. Did we cry? No. Then teenage body was born. That also died. Then middle-aged body was born. That also died. So we are now expert in dying 3 times. Tatha dehantara prapti. The old body will also go. See, my friends, Pratyor Mukshiya doesn't mean protect me from death, protect me from my wrong notion that I die. See? Ma Amritat. Ma Amritat means, may I ever remain rooted in this immortal reality that I am. Therefore, even for fun's sake, never have a thought what happens after death. That thought of death must disappear from our head. It is for this purpose our scriptures tell last life, this life, next life. In the last life, you have done a lot of problems. Therefore, in this life, you are suffering. And again, you are doing problems. Next life, you will be again suffering. So, you are someone who existed when this body was not there. Now, you are existing in this body. When this body disappears, you will continue to exist in the next body. Where did you die? study of scriptures, Vedanta, devotion is this understanding. And this understanding, when it is not there, then we keep on doing mechanically. And then we start doubting. इतने साल जप किया, क्या मिला किसको? Friends. Therefore, we want either the complete knowledge of these mantras and practice, or we want such mantra which is easier for us to understand. So our happy mantra is that time. Life is a time pass. Relax, yaar. See? Now you start working on this. What is the meaning of life is time pass? Whenever we are doing life as a time pass in your life, daily practice, what it means? सुख दुखे समे कृत्वा लाभा लाभौ जया जयो ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम अवाप्स्यसि. Meaning what? Whatever we do, there are three things which are happening in a sequence. When we do something, either we win or we are defeated. If we win, we gain. If we are defeated, we lose. If we gain, we are happy. If we are losing, we are miserable. So these are the three pairs. Bhagavan says, Same Krutva. That means whether you are defeated or winning, whether you are gaining or losing, whether there is a joy or sorrows, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? My friends. But we insist there should be only happiness. Where the miseries will go? You can never be only miserable all the time. You cannot be. But you can be happy 24/7. Because misery is an abnormality. It is not real. Bliss is real. Therefore, even in the deep sleep we are happy. In deep sleep we are not miserable. Therefore, misery is again an illusion. This understanding is brought out in our happy mantramala. Chant it. It will make a difference in your life, I guarantee you. There is one small girl, 7 years, 8 years, like the children. Every day her mother has to wake her up to go to school and again sleeping, again sleeping. And ultimately the mother takes out the Maha Brahmastra. See? Now it is only 10 minutes ready to go to school. Get up. Otherwise you lose the school. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Even the anger of the mother disappears. So that mother told me, Swamiji, your mantra has spoiled my child. How serious we lead our life. Those who have gone to school and done gold medal, this thing, that thing, what they are doing? All those who are college teachers, professors, they are unfit to live in the world. Like Dronacharya. Dronacharya was a teacher. And therefore, Duryodhana told him that, look here, teaching is different and fighting on the war is different. See, friends, therefore, every mantra will give you somewhere or somewhere some kind of suggestion. Many times it happens, when some people are talking and some kind of, the urge comes inside. We want to get involved in the discussion. Suppose somebody tells, I was coming and there was an accident on the road, one bicycle fellow just hit the other person on the road and the other person fell down. Over. Do you think I'll keep quiet? कुछ भी नहीं. See, when I was coming, a car dashed a motorcycle. So, in your accident, only person. In my accident, a motorcycle. Is there necessity to talk? No necessity. Third will keep quiet. No. I have seen with my own eyes, a train dash a truck. Sizes are increasing. So my accident is superior than your accident. And therefore, our Mahamantra, देखो सुनो मत बोलो. No need. Stop that topic there. Particularly these Mahamayas, they should understand this thing. The other day I was going here only recently. I don't remember where. Yeah, my friend, he was driving and two ammas were sitting behind. And both of us were quiet, not listening to them because 40 minutes. You can see my patience. That is my sadhana. No need to talk. Because many a times we talk when it is not asked for. Therefore, our Mahamantra is what? Who asked you? See, these mantras God has given me, which I am passing on to you. In Badrinath, this mantra I got. I mentioned it in my talks. Morning 4 o'clock, darshan was over, and I came and sat with one Amma. And then I said, Amma, I'm going to stop giving lectures. So she started laughing. I said, what is there to laugh? She said, when there is a joke, we have to laugh. I said, what is the joke? He said, joke is, to whom are you telling and who asked you? When you were before Narayana doing prayer, did he tell you, hey, um, um, don't give lectures, okay? He didn't tell you. Did I tell you whether you want to give lectures or not? No. Then whose question you are answering? We see this. Many a times we talk when nobody is interested in us. But then, like the vomit, it comes. बोल ही दो. Who asked you? Life becomes so simple, my friends. But normally for us, mantra means what? Mantra means it should be so complicated which we don't understand. Like, our logo. On that also, I got a big lecture for somebody. Swamiji, what kind of logo you have got? A funny thing. See, there is nothing written in Sanskrit. What is the meaning of logo? Logo means there should be some hands like this. LIC. Or there should be some sun rays coming out, or there should be some snake there, kundalini, or there should be some lamp and a flame, or some fire, all kinds of things. And then there should be something which is written in Sanskrit, which nobody understands. And then there is a big page written, meaning of the logo. लोगों के लिए है तो सिंपल रखो ना. But our logo is so simple. Be happy. Even a dumb person can understand. But I don't know English. कोई बात नहीं, मौज में रहो. Both way available. Is it that only when you tell in Sanskrit it is the truth? संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहीं नहीं रक्षते डुक्रुं करणे. Yes, we must be very good in our language, no doubt about it. But let us not be obsessed with that. See? Therefore, this mantra sadhana is whatever you are doing, continue. But take this happy mantra mala and keep on at least doing once or twice in a day. Sometime, somewhere, it will go in deep in your system. And then you will be at home in every place, in every situation, every time. So when you are at peace in all these three, Desha, Kala, Paristhiti, you are one with the divine. Like the space is comfortable, effortless. Let it be a temple space or let it be a toilet. No problem. जो उतार ही रहा है सो मार ही रहा है. Give it a try. Be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Divya has cornered me in this corner. देखती स्वामी जी क्या बोलते.